Sometimes the right thing and the wrong thing are the same thing. You have come to Haj Uzith in its most desperate hour. Haj Uzith is a place out of time. An ancient Argonian settlement, plucked from the Black Mold, divided over the fate of our history.
We will not aid the outsider while our factions continue to argue about the fate of our beloved history.
The outsider has come, Anjin Saka, just as the history foretold. Perhaps now we can finally settle our disputes and do what is best for the Hist and for Nirn itself.
We shall see, Treeminder. We shall see.
Are you ready to help us, outsider? There are 2 trials, each designed to prove your worth to one of the factions here in Haj Uzith. The trial of spirit is a test to prove your worth to the scholars of Haj Uzith. The trial of body is a test to prove your worth to Anjin Saka and his warrior faction. By successfully completing the trials, you shall show your worth and skills to our factions. Then you may participate in the great debate. Do you wish to start the trial of spirit? This trial determines if your spirit can understand the spirit of my people. We cherish courage, which helps us face this realm's horrors. Take these amulets and speak to the people on the south. 3 statues at the top of the pyramid represent the challenges our values.
Hello there.
I see the trial of spirit has begun. I am a go-between. I negotiate interactions between my people's 2 factions. And which of Zohan Neal's baubles do you think matches my daring nature? Thank you. I need to be brave and resolute to negotiate not only with my own people, but with the sad and dangerous creatures that roam this twisted plane.
Greetings. You must be here for the trial of spirit. Know that I am the Lord Master of Haj Uzith. I maintain the Of course. And which amulet do you think best matches my venerable? Thank you. My role here is to preserve and pass on the traditions of my people so that each generation never forgets where we came from.
Are you here for the trial of spirit?
then know that I am but a humble farmer dealing with whatever one of Zohaniel's necklaces, I assume. Thank you. I deal with the hardships of coaxing food from this foul land.
The outsider returns. And was your trial of good? That means you understand the spirit of my— You must still complete the trial of body. Speak to Anjin-san. You have proven yourself, as I knew you would. I shall answer what I can. The time of the great Argonian civilization was coming to an end, and we allow Molag Bal's minions to draw sap from the Hist tree. Our Hist cares for us, protects us. To preserve our culture, we believe that the crystal is one of Molag Bal's vampiric shards. Foul relics that— Yes, provided you prove yourself worthy to both sides. Our two factions argue over the ultimate fate of the Hist. We know that you have come to this realm with the Fighters Guild and the Mages Guild. We know that you seek to stop the Plane Meld. The Scholars, of which I am a part, believe that eternal death is better than the eternal suffering our Hist— If only it were that simple. Our Hist is weak, barely sustained by the crystal.
You have completed the trial of spirit. Know that our arrangement with Molag Bal prohibits us from It has everything to do with the trial. It demonstrates your strength and physical.
Greetings.
The Outsider has returned. Well done, Outsider. That should give the Hiss time to heal while the drum... Nothing good, that's for sure. He covets the magical essence of... Then the time has come to choose. Do you agree that if you settle the debate in the warrior's favor, then the history continues to live, and our civilization shall endure? The warriors believe that the history must survive, no matter the torments it is forced to suffer. The crystal must continue to sustain it, to keep... I knew you had more sense than those scholars.
You have completed our trials, Outsider. Now we ask you to settle our You disappoint me, Outsider. Still, our tradition allows you to make your choice. It also allows me to challenge it. Your conviction and certainty serve you well. So be it. The scholars will accept you.
I saw what you did, Outsider. Your convictions must be powerful indeed. You made the right choice, Outsider. Life must always be preserved and cherished, even a life of pain and suffering and bondage.
This is just terrible. I can do this. I really can. All I have to do is... Oh, who am I kidding? I can't do this. There is no way. Trying to figure out my next move. I'm with the Fighters Guild. We were attacked by Daedra. They captured my companions, took them into that prison down there. There was a portal. The Daedra used it, but it disappeared. Near as I can figure, the only way in... What I wouldn't do to be in a nice, safe place. A tavern. The Daedra called it the Tower of Lies. I scouted. I assumed Molag Bal was trying to be funny. It's really just a deep... I'm a wood elf. I'm not a frontline soldier, if that's what you're getting at. Squardo knows everything and he's tough as nails. Captains Isleram and Durak, maybe. There was a lot of yelling, fighting, movement. I'm smaller than a lot of the fighters.
Did you really just leap down into this slime pit? You're either remarkably Of course he did, the skinny weakling. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't be in this. Oh, the fat bastard Ogrims dragged away my friends. We joined the guild together. Ain't right them getting tortured by Ogrims. Of course you do. Just make it quick. Me? Not much. No one pushes Scordo around. But the other... We tried, but... Well, this place is strange. Most of us just gave up, lost our will to resist. What do I look like, the social committee? There's a bunch of prisoners down here from all over the place. Well, she isn't a guard, but if she's a prisoner, the Ogrim's wasn't just me. A whole group of us got caught by the Daedra. What do I look like, the social committee? Well, she isn't a guard, but it's a prison pit. Aephor's the Unraveler runs the place. He loves the sound of his own voice.
If you enjoyed your flogging today, please remember to thank your Ogrim tormentor.
Skordo set up a rendezvous point in the north part of the pit. I'll see you there. Damn, she didn't make it. Find your ancestors' fruit. And know that the Lord will avenge you.
Ah, a new guest has joined our little party. And will you provide amusement and... It speaks. I suppose I should be impressed that one of your kind even dares to approach. Pity. To think they'd miss out on this fascinating conversation. Oh, little mortal, you
Watchers are
amuse
my
me so.
eyes. They're paid
Surely you have
your
more important
tears.
things to do than waste time with me. Aren't there rocks that need to be chipped or bugs to... Most of the guests here suffer from one or more such afflictions. If you linger long enough, perhaps you will adopt...
Skordo sent you, didn't he? Thank Tall Papa. Let me just grab a weapon. Skordo at the rendezvous.
Am I dead? I must be dead. That's the only explanation.
How did it go? Are my companions safe? Damn. Orgath was a good soldier and a good friend. Thanks for helping the others, though. The key opens the passage to the next level. That's where they took Captain Isle. Hey, Aruz! I owe you one! For Borgath! Grab the key. It's in that chest over there. I'll go back and check on the others. Meet me by the passage door.
Toil for me, my guests. Toil for me!
Ah, mortal. You are a curious. You don't really expect me to answer that, do you, little mortal? Needless to say, it amuses me to bide my time here and Oh, yes! Watching them has been very... No, little mortal. I am neither your jailer nor your tormentor. I am merely a disinterested observer who, even if I cared to explain myself to you, I doubt that you would understand. I will not hinder you, dear mortal. Consider that to be help enough for now.
Spies. There are spies everywhere. Scordo. He could be one of Auroch's assassins. You could be one of... That's what any competent spy would say. Wouldn't hurt to prove you're not an illusion. Or a spy. Tell you what. This place, it does things to your mind. Auroch's gone. Before this place made her crazy, Auroch was a good friend. Now? It's my sword, and my father's before me. I dropped it while fighting one of the Ogrims. The Dremora dragged us down here and split us up. Easier to maintain control, I'm sure. Those mines needed to be closed. I'm glad you convinced Casal to finally do so. guess you weren't an illusion after all. Scordo also, I almost expected you to stab me with it, not hand it to me. Auroch says she can't stop the voices without her. Thank you for doing this. Sinfei wanted to retrieve it.
Try to dwell on your fear.
This place, it does... How do I know you aren't just a distraction so Ioram can slip behind? You killed Ifriz, Ioram. What else could there possibly be left to talk about?
Get a hold of yourself, Arak. Ifriz isn't one of ours. He's the bastard that runs this place. You're being manipulated. Here's our roster. You won't find Ifriz on it.
Let me see that. I'm sure I knew him. Didn't I?
We need to figure a way to get out of this tower of lies.
Who's that? Is that a Dremora?
I grow weary of this situation. It's time to put an end to Ifriz's interference. You need to kill Ifriz. I need him dead. It seems we have a common goal to discuss.
Help from a Dremora?
We share a common problem, little mortal. Do either of us have any other options? How sweet of you to ask. Little mortal. I have already provided more. have to lift a finger. Delightful. You and I will meet again, I think. I look forward to seeing what trouble you get into next.
By Malakath's bloody mace, I feel so much better. That unbearable cloud of fear, and I figured. We started sending people through the portal as soon as the barrier collapsed. There's a city nearby, just making sure the stragglers get to the portal. By the way, you impressed Scordo. Take a look at the crystal we discovered. Ioram thinks it may.
I should want to fight this. Really, I should. But wait a moment. What were we talking about?
You helped us get out of that terrible place. Could have just taken care of your own business in there and left us to our fate. But you didn't.
Scordo, you're free. By Ifri, you don't know how relieved I am to see you.
Wheeler! If you had half a brain in your head, you'd run and hide.
I'm really sorry, Scordo. I didn't mean to cause so much trouble.
You led an army of Daedra right toward us. You ignorant, scatterbrained, sorry excuse for a wood elf
I'll
weakling.
never do anything like that again. I promise.
Thanks again for your help. Now, excuse me while I go find that good-for-nothing wood elf and introduce his backside to my very boot.
These swords, they must be a clue. Now where did those fools run off to? Just slaughtered. Nothing ever changes. By Ifra's hairy feet, you outsiders just keep showing up. You and everyone else in this forest, it seems. My clan has already declared your allies to be trespassers. You don't want to know what we do. Does a fuzzy newt goat have 7 toes? Don't look at me like that. It's a perfectly appropriate analogy. Anyway, I hope I reach them before, because I'm tired of seeing people get hurt. Ugh. Things need to change round here. Have you noticed the swords left near these campfires? I think your companions keep your eyes open and your weapon ready. The shadows here are not your friend. More outside. Show them the penalty for entering the moonless walk. You need to be alive. You have to be. I need you to help me. I didn't do it. I swear. He was like this when I found him. This poor soldier. He didn't have to die. At least the Khajiit got away. How long can he manage to? Because we made a stupid deal long time ago. We became the guardians of this forest. There might still be a way to save the other soldier. The Khajiit, the Shadow Walkers, use runners to search the forest. But you'll never see them. You need to collect the bark of a Spriggan. The bark's magic allows... Your friend is out there. My clan is ancient. According to the stories, the Daedric Prince unleashed his fury upon Valenwood. Gave up. That's one way to look at it. Another way is to see a clan that wanted no... I explained this to you already. I'm tired of darkness and false promises. Did you get the bark? We don't have much time. Just scrape a bit off the top end. There. An old trick I learned living so long in this dreadful place. While it allows you to see anyone hiding in the Shadow Realm, it also masks your presence from them. I've used this method to touch the bark to a wisp of light, and then cross the bridge. The runners...
Ifri's name is that sound coming from? What's all that noise out there? I could have sworn I heard something. Strangely today. What's all that noise out there? I could have sworn I heard something. I could have sworn I heard something. There has to be something out there. Where in if what's all that noise out there?
Give us the cat, Snake, and we'll end your life quickly.